Dickinson and Jordan Hawkins into the game for New Orleans. Jaren in the post, goes to the left-handed drop-off.
He's 1-for-1 on his career.
Tough matchup for
That was a walk.
Tough matchup.
And he's going to the line looking for 3-point.
I tell you what I don't.
Derek Queen in for the first time. Jaren with a rejection. Sabi Aldama back on the floor. Grizzlies down 5. Small into the lane, trying to drop off for Jaren, and Jaren somehow wrestled it away from Sadiq Bey. To help him with the clock. Here we got to help him with free throws. I mean, come on, guys.
Listen,
Herb Jones.
Good block by Jaren. At least we're paying attention, partner.
Yes. Caldwell Pope delivers to Wells.
Partner, to contest the shot and rebound.
Goes at Misi, hooks it up and in. Jaren Jackson Jr. double figures now with 11. Poole crossing over, working against Small. Got in the lane, blocked by Jaren.
And saved by Jaren.
4 of 15 from the field, and after only forcing 6 turnovers in the first half, 4 now here in this third quarter, which after those 6 in the first.
Jaren Jackson Jr. going off glass. Poole against Howard, 6 to shoot. 360 spin, a miss. Queen offensive rebound. Grizzlies knock it free. Jackson going at the rookie. Lost it, got it back. Shot clock at 10. Jaren, fade away. Yes, and the foul.
Hawkins was a guy that they played a lot last year, and they feel as though his shooting and scoring ability would be something that is big for them, but they really like what Ferris brings to the table. We love what Triple J.
Looking for his first basket tonight, but he's plus 18. 2.5 remaining. Williamson to his left. Bey, loose ball, blocked by Jaren.
Jaren with 2 blocks on that possession. The 3-point shot to the repertoire.
Caldwell Pope. Jaren Jackson Jr. on the move against Adebayo. Hooks and hits. Tony Allen jersey retirement night. It was the biggest win by the Grizzlies over the Miami Heat in the history of the two teams. Jaren's floater, that's in as well. Jaren Jackson Jr. off to a good start.
That is the new ball out of the net, partner. Way too much here in the first half.
Yeah. Small with a lob for Jaren Jackson Jr. Well, the last couple of trips, Powell. Jaren Jackson Jr. His 3 is through. First 3 of the season for Jaren.
To John Morant until he gives the ball up.
Caldwell Pope on the feed. Jaren Jackson Jr.
Really a viable backup point guard for them.
Jaren, deep catch and a finish against Adebayo. Jaren, single coverage, Adebayo. Another hook and a hit by Jaren. 17 for Jackson.
Being the catalyst right now, the go-to player.
Hawkins short with a hook, and Drew Smith, oh, left it short.
It means you have to have the understanding of what each other is going to do to be able to be efficient.
Jaren over Siakam.
He'll be called upon here. As long as his guards are down, they'll need his services.
Jackson against Siakam. Approaching 4 minutes remaining first quarter. Jackson against Walker. Turns to the lane and rattles another one in. Jaren with 6.
They got to play through him, partner.
Small trying to cross over. There's the delivery to Jaren over Mathurin. Yes!
Oh, they got to have a head up.
We'll start the second half on the bench. Jackson against Jackson for 2.
Well, they got to use him, partner. He is an instant.
Grizzlies bench outscoring the Indiana reserves. Jaren Jackson 3, yes!
Move it along. See, that's tough to deal with. A double team that far out there kind of caught him off guard. And this is the turnover where they ran it back. Perfect 2-on-1. Conchar. And that's how you know Cowherd is really wise beyond his years. He kind of held back a little bit. The perfect 2-on-1. Don't get in front of the guy to where he has to throw it through the defender. Hang back and make the pass easier.
Triple J, Jaren Jackson Jr. hitting that 3. Triple J for 3. He got it. He's a career 35% three-point shooter. Remember, you play the Clippers tomorrow night. Special start time, 8 o'clock. We'll have Warrior pregame live at 7. Glenn and I will have the call at 8. Jackson scoring inside.
Someone should call timeout. Just make sure.
Jackson putting it up and in.
Burke now in his 13th season. He's better in leadership on this team with some of the changes they have made. Jaren Jackson Jr., and you know he can do that.
And it sure is nice when the Suns can get back defensively and making Memphis take the ball out of the basket rather than on a break situation.
Spencer on a drive. Nice finish inside to Jaren Jackson Jr. Here's Aldama, handed off now to Javon Small. Second round pick. Jackson Jr. knocking down another three. Was his forte for the most part in Memphis. Spencer cut off, drops it down inside to Jackson Jr. Comes in with left hand, stays with it. Tapped it up and in. Wells able to track down the loose ball. Hung up in the air out to Jackson Jr. He's going to shoot another three. Won't get that one. Williams with the rebound. Nice help inside that time by Livers. Boxing out Landale. Pass inside. Book. Blocked by 13 in the first half here for Colin Gillespie. Jackson Jr. puts it on the deck. Drives inside. Boy.
He threw that arm out, didn't he?
Look, get to the elbow. That's normally the money shot there for Booker. Can't get that one. Jackson Jr. went for the big Euro. Nigel Hayes-Davis swatted it away and it bounced right back up to him.
Tough long passes.
Yeah, you just can't make those kind of passes across the floor. Jackson Jr. inside with the left hand somehow got the roll.
Jackson stops, pops, and hits for that lay-in. We have a 2-point ball game. Corner three, Jackson. Williams over to Jackson, through a double team, scored anyway.
Yeah, I like that action for Memphis.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Jackson, a little push off, and the push shot goes in.
Well, they're having some success in that job.
That was our look from the wing, presented by Wingstop. Great illustration there. Lakers up by 8. Jackson going egg, kisses it off the window for 2. Waiting on Zach Edey, Ty Jerome, Brandon Clark, another key reserve, Scottie Pippen Jr. Here's Jackson, got the runner to go.
You're the point guard. You're the quarterback. Continue leading your team.
Jackson, and he gets fouled on the way to the bucket, finishes, and he'll head it to the foul line for Quickly.
People are trying to take advantage of that, but you have to be technical when you're on that corner side.
Jackson spinning, going to work on the inside. The Grizzlies team about the Raptors in the half court. What are they going to do with their half court offense as Jackson rises up using the left over CMB?
You can put the ball in his hand and he can get one-on-one opportunities and then create opportunities for his teammates.
He's a bucket getter. Aldama looking in the corner. And the three is good. Jaren Jackson Jr. in the paint. He knows how to operate there. Under 10 of the shot clock. And Jackson with 2 on the ball.
It looked like a running back going right through the off tackle.
He mentioned it earlier on his drive, his ability as Jackson spins around, they're going to count the bucket, but his ability to cradle that ball.
That's a perfect ingredient.
Prosper able to come away with the offensive rebound. Jackson puts up the shot and it goes.
I mean, man, VC, he was so emotional. That was a good night.
It was amazing.
It was a good night.
I mean, talk about emotion. He brought the emotion. Jackson finishes in the foul. Cunningham spent a lot of time on his body in the offseason. He added what he called a lot of healthy weight, and you're seeing the benefits. His physical ability augmented by a little more strength. Jaren Jackson Jr. with the half hook. Shot clock at 11. Morant, a no-look to Jaren. Backs down against Green and scores, and man, Isaiah Stewart this time. Long run for the rebound, and Duran beats everybody to it. Jaren with a knockaway. Landale comes up with a loose ball. Wells sets up Jackson. Corner three. Bango. Jaren Jackson Jr. First three-point make of the game for him. Screen by Jaren. Pick and roll. Jaren knocked it free, but it ends up in the hands of Stewart, who misses a three. Boarded by Morant. Morant nearly a steal. Duncan Robinson on the feed. Thompson blocked by Jaren. His second rejection of the night.
For the Pistons.
Spencer calling for it. Out of the corner, a Jaren Jackson three. But 3 steals for him. This is a Pistons team, second in the league, averaging 16 stocks per game. They have 17. Jaren with a running hook.
They're able to get to that right-hand drive. There's a dominant hand, and the Pistons able to continue to finish.
Jackson for 3. Bango. Jaren Jackson Jr.
Doing a little bit of everything right now for the Grizzlies.
6-point game. Jackson spins in traffic. Yes! And the foul on Isaiah Stewart. Third season in the league. Matched up against Morant. Goes to the spin. Jaren got a piece of it, but Şengün an offensive rebound, and that is what the Rockets do. Mountain's not getting any smaller. Şengün blocked by Jaren. Morant against Eason. Double figures now in 5 of the last 6 games, including tonight. Durant blocked by Jaren.
Şengün with the steal, though.
Been that kind of night. Grizzlies have had active hands, but it hasn't resulted in points. Vince for 3. Down just 6. They've trailed by as many as 16. Jackson against Şengün. Şengün falls down. That opens the door for Jaren to go glass and score his first points of the night. Then had his contract elevated to a full NBA contract. Eason trying to scoop and score, knocked out by the Grizzlies. And the rebound to Jabari Smith. Thompson was on the all-defensive team last year as Durant, his shot swallowed up by Jaren. 5th block for Jackson, who had 6 on opening night, pays it off on the other end. He has had multiple threes in 7 of the 9 games already this season. A Jaren Jackson 3, he responds.
Talk about that, making others better. The thing with D'Angelo Russell, he has a point guard next to his name. It's a PG, but he's really a scoring point guard.
Jaren, that's what the Grizzlies have been looking for. Wells against Williams, backs him down, leans in. A Jaren 3, good! Jaren Jackson Jr., 2 of 3 from 3. Undrafted, signed by Dallas this past July. Jaren going glass. Moses Cisse, of course, played his Guinea.
Live body, people.
Jaren against Najee Marshall. Banked it in. There's the big boy basketball.
A player who averaged 13 a game last year, 18 a game in the last 20 games of the season.
And it has come to fruition to the record of 9-1 to begin.
Jaren Jackson Jr. off glass and down.
The bigs working together.
Morant with a drive. Loose ball picked up by Landale, picked up by Holmgren defensively. A Jaren 3 is through. And a 19-2 advantage in bench points. Jaren blocked by Hartenstein, trying to wrestle it back. He gets it and scores it.
His stick-with-itness.
Vince will do his share of initiating of the offense. Aldama against A.J. Mitchell. Coward deals. Jaren for 3. Bango! Jaren Jackson Jr.
Coach Schmidt talked about expecting here in this 3rd quarter.
Jaren for 3, knocks it down. That's one way to beat the ball pressure.
And that's a great quality. It's leadership 101. Always thinking about what he can do better, and that pushes everybody else around him to do better as he knocks down a shot. Jaren said I was...
Wallace drives on Morant, blocked by Jaren, and a foul called. Now they call it on Morant. They do. That's 4 on Morant.
For the Grizzlies here in this 3rd quarter.
SGA goes dotted line. Barnheiser partially blocked by Jaren.
And that's how they make their living. 20% of their points from free throws.
And a lot of three-pointers from Jaren Jackson, who's off to the best three-point shooting start of his career. The end of the 80s. It's the City Edition court. And a phenomenal job once again this year as Jackson gets to a righty jump hook. Shooting just 34% from distance entering tonight. Aggressive take on the left side from Jackson. And it's 25-22.
And the physicality side of it squarely on the Knicks side.
Jaren Jackson Jr. works in the lane, scoops and scores. Jaren is 4 for 4.
Look at Landry just moving those feet on Wells. Great job. He was saying get over half court quickly as Jackson knocks down that three. Get over half court. He shoots it over Aldama, who's 6'10", with who knows what wingspan. He makes it look like he's not even there. Sometimes I don't understand.
There's Jackson sliding inside. Grizzlies hanging around, and now it's a 15-point game on the bucket from Jackson.
Santi on the push. Jaren going to put Garza on his heels, lean in, and score.
Jackson gets 2 more. Did Jordan Walsh just block that shot? Oh, look at that hustle. Chris Boucher out on the floor for the Celtics. Jackson is fouled, and the basket is good. Good job by Garza. He flipped the screen to get Derek White going to his right hand. And Jackson on the other side. Walsh the catch, makes the pass, drives, blocked by Jaren Jackson, former Defensive Player of the Year. Celtics lead is 28. It was a 5-point game midway through the second quarter. They have opened it up. Jackson with the dunk. Nice. And I think we can even get better at that. I think that's the most room for improvement we have. Jackson for 2. He's tough, man. That's what Jackson goes by Keita, and the soft touch again. 18 points for Jaren Jackson Jr.
Morant watched here by Merrill. Picks up his dribble, wheels one over to Jackson. Jackson looks to go baseline on Mobley, draws a foul and puts it up and in. Get it all out of your system if you can, as Allen gambled. The ball comes to Jackson, and Jackson will storm his way down the lane and score. South of 35% here in this first quarter.
Haven't shot it great, but fought their way right back into it, showing some grit.
Spencer got stymied. Jackson for 3.
A prolific rebounder, which you would think he would be with his defensive prowess, shot blocking, and all that.
Tomlin took the Mitchell feed. Tomlin had it knocked away, and here comes Jackson by Tyrese Proctor, who was just checked in to see his first action of the evening. Kenny now has gone 11 deep. Jackson floats it up and in. The loose ball is tracked down by Williams. Williams rolled his ankle earlier in this ball game. He's back on the floor. Jackson looks to penetrate. He'll bank and miss. Edey can't tip it in. Jackson gets it back. He hit the underside of the rim. Conchar in the corner. He'll shovel back to Williams. Jackson twists and fires at 3.
That was a scrambly play from the offensive end. Came out, it was tough. It's tough to get going, but Donovan Mitchell has just cranked the engine on this hot rod, and these guys are rolling.
Jackson will get continuation here.
Oh, wow.
Up on Cornette. Cornette wants the 3 seconds. Instead, with 5 to shoot, it's Jackson on the attack. Floats it up and in. 3 straight buckets, an 8-0 start, and Mitch Johnson won't wait. Rebound does eventually poke to Coward, and Jackson's open. Knocks down a 3.
And sometimes that's all it takes. See the ball go through.
If you told them to sign up for the shots they're getting, they would say, I'll do it every time. They're getting the looks they want. They're just not knocking them down right now.
Jackson spins and scores.
Be aggressive.
You're good enough to play in the NBA. Maybe focus on this full time. Don't worry about the farm back home. See what you can do in making a career out of this. And he's done exactly that as Jackson finds another bucket.
Easier said than done, Reg. You can't just figure that out.
Coward hasn't been shy himself. In and out. Williams offensive rebound. Jackson all alone. Book it. We're just trying to take advantage of being the only team tonight that has a 7'4" guy on the floor. Normally that's every night. When you play San Antonio, certainly that is a stellar advantage when the other one isn't playing. Now Now the shots starting to fall for both teams. Jackson's up to 14 points. He's 6 of 12 from the floor. A little shoulder bump and another deuce. 45 seconds left in this third.
Here's the disadvantage for Memphis, not having a true point guard.
Jackson says, I'll do it myself.
They have a true talent, though, Reg, in Triple J.
Jonas Valanciunas in for Denver. Jaren Jackson Jr. backing down against Zeke Naji, who just checked in and puts it up and in. Coward drives on Naji. Little up and under. Jaren has an alley. He drives, banks it in, and is fouled.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the sky, the snow-capped mountains.
That too. Jaren dunks and the Grizzlies get one inside, and David Adelman calls timeout. A headline item for Denver, but it is tonight. 14 second chance points. A Jaren three is through. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s first three-point make. Satisfaction. Coward foul line jumper. Jaren offensive rebound and the stick back. Grizzlies 10th offensive rebound, but no finish. Rebound Landale. Grizzlies looking to run in transition. Jaren drives, got to the cup and banked it in.
Stop there. See, can the Grizzlies get something in transition?
Yeah, Denver shoots 37% for three. Jaren to the cup. Off glass again. Going downhill. 8-point game, 99-91.
So trying to get even in the season series. And the three, it'll fall. Pels by 2 early. Williams gets into the paint. Shares it with the corner three, and there you go. Jaren Jackson Jr. out. 5, making a 4-point lead. 5 minutes, almost 4 minutes gone. And back.
I tell you, I don't know what it is about the Pelicans.
Right.
You know, we talked about Josh Giddey. There are certain guys that
on his way by and who's trying to get a whistle. Now Williams. Scott Edey. Instead, Jaren Jackson Jr. and they're filling it up.
And what they're doing is they're doing simple basketball.
And the Pelicans are shooting 50% from three-point territory tonight. Jaren in the lane, hooks and hits.
The Pelicans only.
Okay, so they can reach out to me. I feel like I'm trying too hard here, Joe. I feel thirsty.
And that's legit. Now Jaren Jackson on the run. And waiting paid off. Patience. Derek, mid-range, up against Jaren Jackson. And taken away by Jaren Jackson. Stripped it clean. So turnover out of the timeout. And on the run, easy.
And the Grizzlies only had that one timeout. Keep it in their pocket.
Pelicans by 1. Jaren going to the cup, laying it in to give the Grizzlies the lead, 121-120.
Edey stays in the paint. Z coming over. It blocked away. It'll belong to the Pels. Short shot clock on the inbound series. Jose picked off. It'll be Jaren Jackson Jr. Got the triple. It is all even at 125.
In the league, in my opinion, Taylor Jenkins let go. And I say one of them, we thought, because a few days later, Michael Malone, with just 3 games remaining in the season, would be let go. Jackson picked up by Harden, who's not a terrible post defender. Gets the miss there, but the rebound belongs to Memphis. Jackson alone in the corner for 3. That's where he does most of his damage anyway, from distance, and he knocks that one down. Jackson. Nice touch inside. Forces the dunk, just forces a tough shot, but the Grizzlies get it back. Jackson in the corner for 3. 3-point Clipper lead. They've led by as many as 16.
And let's see if the defense, too, can get some more deflections, get back to running in transition where you can't run when you get the ball out the net.
Jackson, back and forth we go. 87-85 Memphis.
They're going to go back to this middle pick and roll. Get Jaren Jackson isolated.
Giant strides down the lane. What a tough shot.
But if he can bring it back in at the 3-minute mark, you know.
Jackson trying to take this one over for Memphis. He's got 22. He's got the last. Clippers played their best half of the season by far. Memphis has responded here in the second half. Jackson the floater. It's good. What a shot.
Potentially could be back on the road trip.
Johnson before the game. Conchar with the pass. Jaren Jackson Jr. for 2.
Jaren with a drive and a floating hook that drops in.
Oh, Kilder had a beat on it.
2-possession game. Jaren Jackson Jr. for 2.
And the Clippers start 4 of 6 from 3. They shoot 36% from beyond the arc. And again, the Clippers were hot early in LA. Jaren Jackson Jr. Revan, I think this is an important game for Jaren
to maximize in that area.
And the Clippers defense is notably worse on the road than it is at home. 6 to shoot. Jaren backing down against Collins. Yes, and the foul. Jackson against Collins, wheels and hits.
Something is new here in this second half. They start on the first post-up.
Jaren one-on-one with Kawhi. Backs him down, turns, hooks and hits.
No double teams coming, and Jaren has done a fantastic job. And so why they said it, I don't understand either.
Other than the fact that they had multiple timeouts remaining. Jaren, a hook, he hits.
The size advantage.
Jaren driving against Hansen, off the glass and down. Jaren into the book, and a timeout taken. And Jaren, good defense. Avdia wanted a foul, gets no satisfaction. Jaren to the rim with 2 hands. Jaren on the drive against Sissoko, floats it up and in. Jaren against Jeremy Grant, takes it in the paint, lost it on the way up. Avdia on the pickup, straight line drive. Oh, and Jaren rejected it. Jaren Jackson Jr., the rundown block. 10 to shoot. Grant off the handoff rather, and Jaren with another defensive gem. Without Walker Kessler, not a lot of shot blocking.
Exactly, and even with Nurkic in the game, Nurkic is a guy, Jaren here to the basket, nice finish over Filipowski. That's why they're so good with the assist numbers, because of the amount of movement that they have.
Jaren backing down against Filipowski, hooks and hits again. Kyle Filipowski has no chance against Jaren Jackson. Grizzlies 5-3 with a halftime lead. Jazz 3-11 when they trail at intermission. Lob for Jaren. Great first play out of the locker room. Morant and Jackson combined.
Strong move by Morant, but the rebound even better.
Nurkic, blocked by Jaren. Run out well. Grizzlies 12-point lead down to 5. Jaren. 1-on-1 again. And the Jazz have gone from 12 down to 10 up without Keontae George-Schwarry here in the second half. Coward, an open 3, off the back iron. Rebound, Jaren off the reload, hooks it up and in.
First 2 shots inside the paint. And Jaren Jackson Jr. right back at the Clippers.
They're trying to get Jackson back off to snide. Hitting 18 points and hitting 59% of his shots from the field. This is Jackson going to work on Zoo, floating it up and in, and they're going to feed Jaren Jackson here in this first quarter. Memphis down by 4. Clippers have led the entire first quarter, but could be up by easily double figures, if not more, with the way they're shooting the ball.
He wasn't playing the same, so I'll take those numbers for what it is. But I tell you who's found their rhythm.
28-27. Memphis grabs their first lead. Clippers have led by as many as 9. It's been the turnovers that have allowed Memphis to stay in it, and now Jaren Jackson trying to take over the game. Caldwell Pope, a 2-time champ. One with the Lakers, one with the Nuggets. Jackson inside, scribbles his way to the rim, and Jaren Jackson with 14 of the 35 for Memphis. Long shots, long rebounds, Aldama recovers. Jackson around Bogdanovich, bumping into him, floating it up and in. 16 for Jackson. Clippers still down by 5. Spencer. Jackson a feel-good 3. Yep. And timeout for the Clippers, and a 17-point turnaround here in the first half. Down by 6. Memphis here in the second frame. They are 6 of 7 from the field.
Yeah, get a couple stops here. Zoo back on Jaren, and he in his bag right now. See, that's the thing about like a player like Jaren Jackson.
Zoo drives on Lawndale, twisting and turning. Collins, fadeaway, blocked by Jackson, and that'll be a shot clock violation. Wells looking for a whistle. It's Collins, the rebound. Clippers down by 8. Clippers still shooting 51% from the field. Dunn has, but it's blocked out of bounds. A season-high 33 in Houston. Nice pass by Harden. Zoo puts it up, but blocked from behind. Howard off to the races with Dunn and Leonard to beat. Clippers don't play till Thursday for what it is worth. Jaren Jackson, he continues to deliver, but that's his first points here in the second half. He is 10 of 12. Caldwell Pope. Jackson on Bogdanovich. Sanders trying to help from above. Brown helps from below. Jackson says, I don't care about either one of you guys. And Kawhi Leonard is out there to start this fourth quarter. He's played 28 minutes already. Bogdanovich crashing through the finish, puts up the shot. Loose ball recovered by Miller. He backs officially. Clippers down 20. 4 minutes to play. Collins blocked by Jackson. Spencer the rebound. Jackson the trailing 3. It's good. Timeout Clippers. The only thing that can stop Spencer is a bad pass. Wells. Now Jackson. It's a deep 3. It's an awkward looking form, but it works for him, and it worked tonight. 31.
Some of those guys have had seen better days, that's for sure.
You said it. McDaniels blocked by the former defensive player of the year, and then McDaniels with the foul.
He actually had a basketball camp back in the day, and it was so funny because Marcy Williams went to his basketball camp.
Oh, wow.
And Zach Zarber said that's why she's refereeing. She went to his basketball camp. Conley out. Minnesota needs bench scoring, and he's been giving it to him.
How about Randall's defense? Jackson with better offense. Jaren Jackson Jr.
I mean, it's good he shot that from outside the paint for Memphis because they have not had a lot of success in the painted area.
John Morant turned his ankle late in that game. Not playing tonight. Jackson to the cup for 2.
Cam Spencer's been shooting.
So quite the hang dribble there from Vince Williams. Airballed the floater. Clark toss out. Jackson 3.
He had to weigh 300 pounds. They listed him at 275, but he was way bigger than that. That dude played 82 games almost every year of his career.
Jackson trying to go at Randall again. Turns inside and scores 15.
Big run that kind of gave them a little cushion, but they've given it all back here and then some.
Jackson open for 3. Finch calls time. 50 seconds to go in the third. Wolves had a 1-point lead at the end of the first half. Jackson extends the Grizzlies lead to 5. This is a clutch game now. 101-98, under 5 to play. Randall, no, may have been partially blocked by Jackson. Randall. Hand off to DiVincenzo. Curling, ball fake, missed the layup. Jackson did everything. The contest, the rebound, and the kick out. Wolves can't foul. Jackson, push shot, drops. Timeout Finch.
Brandon Clark, something happened to BC.
Yeah. He's laboring to get back up the floor. Jaren, a hoop and a harm, but Brandon Clark. Grizzlies will reset. Aldama in double figures early with 10. Jaren deep post position. They got the mismatch against McCollum. And another Washington timeout.
So the rotation will be there for these guys. Why they want to see if you can put this game away sooner than later. Jaren, nice first quarter for him to continue.
Find the open man. Also defensively, we got to limit them to 1 shot. The last time out, we talked about the second chance points. They were 11-2 at that point. Since then, 5-0 in favor of the Wizards.
Coward works to the baseline. Aldama steps out, draws a pump fake. A Jackson 3. Yeah! Jaren Jackson Jr.'s second triple in 3 tries.
In the NBA, there are times where you run away with games, and there are times where you take the game. And the Grizzlies are going to have to take this game as it goes along.
Jaren turns the corner with power and got to the rim, and the Grizzlies. Jaren's got an open look from 3. Down the well it goes for Jaren Jackson Jr. He continues to cook from 3.
Can't give OKC opportunities to score off those turnovers.
Post up here for Jaren Jackson Jr. and averaging 27 over the 3-point lead for the Thunder after the basket by Prosper. Now on the bounce, look at the handles, but then it's Jaren Jackson Jr. A 3 would tie it. Oklahoma City went down 7 early. They closed the quarter 28-18, and they had the lead until the Jaren Jackson Jr. deep one is on the money.
Spencer gives it away, leaning in, 3. It's up, it's good. Jaren Jackson.
Like a last touch, Keontae on the way out of bounds.
That 3 comes up short, flying in for the rebound, Aldama. Down to the baseline, swings a pass back down low inside to Jackson.
It's a great find, great tempo by Speed to push the ball, get that early shot.
Aldama throws a shoulder down on Filipowski, pass out. Up and in. Downtown goes Jaren Jackson. Ace on a leak out. Inside. Jaren Jackson Jr. no call. Took that ball out of his hands. Ace returns the favor. Beautiful steal. Somehow K-Love lost, I guess, where the clock was.
Well, he lost a defender as well.
And so an easy out tonight. They're trying to really watch his minutes and playing time, especially on back-to-backs, as Jackson Jr. rolls inside with a left groin injury management. Largest lead of this game. It's now in double figures, 10, 51-41. LG.
Well, guys, just during those free throws, Ace Bailey was down here talking to Coach Will Hardy, just asking him some different questions.
That's a deep, deep try by K-Love.
Got to get some help down in that paint. It can't come too late.
LG both look great. I tell you, the hair of Markkanen. Nice drive inside, and 8 of those 25 belong to Collier. Jazz have got to slow the flow somewhat here from Memphis, but that's way too easy. As Jackson, Ace with 15. His last 3, he came in with 14 points and 4 rebounds. Look at the speed. Sends the ball, runs with Collier denied. Love is 2 of 8, all 8 shots taken from 3-point range, and then back inside goes Jaren Jackson.
Takes advantage getting into the middle of the paint.
So 15 on the shot clock. Jaren, a 3, hits through, and the Grizzlies have the first lead of the game. Portis shooting 47% from deep. That's 5th best in the NBA.
You're about to see a bunch of bigs. Shooting from close. And 1 there. Jaren Jackson Jr.
Had 16 and 8 in the loss at Oklahoma City his last time out.
Good job for him to use his body to shield Kevin Porter Jr. on that move.
Turner, a pick and pop. That's off from 3. Portis, offensive rebound, blocked by Jaren.
Have 3-point shooters because the guy that is the guy for them creates scoring opportunities with the amount of double teams that he gets, with how hard he attacks the basket.
Jaren, yes, and the foul.
It has been half-court execution here in this first quarter.
And the Grizzlies shooting just 39%. Jaren drives on Turner, got him in the air, and finished. Pick and roll. Turner. Jaren knocked it away and out of bounds. Turner wanted a foul call. And Milwaukee cooking from downtown again. 7 of 15. I beg your pardon, that's only a 2-pointer.
Nice job,
Jaren leads and hits.
A good job about the recognition there. The smaller defender.
This is a Bucks team that is much more productive at home than they are on the road offensively.
Good hands again by Jaren with the knockaway.
Under 3 remaining here, second quarter. Jaren on the back down against Portis. A repost, 5 to shoot. Jaren, the crab dribble, the hook, and the hit.
To win, to move into the 7th position, but give yourself 2 losses by being 7th or 8th.
Jaren on the move against Miles Turner. Yes. And Tomas Cicelo was not going to commit to a number in terms of how many minutes Morant would be able to play. Porter Jr. Bad miss of three. Jaren with a rejection of Turner.
Squarely, because the second quarter didn't give up those second chance opportunities. They were able to run away with the game.
Jaren against Sim. Off glass for two.
But they'll officially give the block to Jackson. Porter Jr. Sims block.
Porter Jr. A drive. A dish. Stolen by Spencer. Jaren for three. Bango! Cam Spencer, the delivery, and Jaren Jackson Jr.
Good job by Santi to be able to finish that through the contact. I think Jaren might have got a block of that, but sorry said, whenever a shot blocker leaves.
Real separation, the gift of being an excellent shot blocker is can you make those blocks without fouling?
Here's Alex, blocked by Triple J. Jackson Jr. with a hook shot over Chris Middleton.
Well, you start to see more team.
Koulibaly. Wizards with a 5-on-4. Johnson, three. Sarr, one-arm rebound, blocked again by Jackson Jr. Brooks is already in the building, getting himself an advanced scout of the Wizards and saying hi to maybe his former teammates in Memphis.
He might have a LeBron James jersey under that sweat hood.
Stop it. Initiating the offense for Memphis. Donaldsonville, Maryland's Cam Spencer passes it over to Triple J, who goes off the window.
Get some significant playing time as well when he's healthy. I mean, they have big after bigs. In fact, I think Santi Aldama plays small forward some of these games. And doing an exceptional job in his starting role tonight.
There's a wide open look for Jackson Jr. And when you get wide open corner shots like that, Drew, what breaks down defensively?
There, Marvin Bagley was put in the bind because that ball was skipped across and he was having to help into the paint.
Champagny blocked by Jackson. Season high was 46 against Atlanta back on November the 25th for C.J. McCollum. Here's Jaren Jackson Jr. in a block party with Alex Sarr. He wins that matchup. Chris Middleton 0 for 4 from the field tonight, 9 minutes. Aldama using the left. Alex came over to help. A couple boys went through there. I paid full tuition.
I could tell.
Washington turns it over now the 5th time and over the last 2 minutes as Jaren Jackson Jr. Spencer secures the board. Here's an inside feed to Jackson as he was being guarded by Branham.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
Jackson Jr. He's got 26 points, 6 boards. Aldama behind the back. Jackson Jr. fouled and won.
50 from the field, 37 from three. We think about the long career now of Joel Embiid, and Jaren Jackson Jr. drills the trip. Returning from a calf injury as Jackson rings one up from the outside and gets his team back in front with a minute to play in the first.
Well, Memphis
7 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 4 from three. Jackson shoves it home, and the hoop and harm for Jaren Jackson Jr. Bona, shovel, Maxey, Grimes, drive, hang, rejected, erased by Jackson. Aldama in transition, bounce it, Wells with a finish.
John Morant did a great job there at getting to the body of Joel Embiid and just taking him out of the play, protecting the rim.
Has come, rejected again.
The big shots that he just continues to knock down.
Jackson through the contact with a chance for three. Philly looking for win number 17 and a 3-game losing streak. It's Edgecombe to the rim, rejected.
Here come the Grizzlies, 9th currently in the West, so they are in play-in position as we start 2026. And there's Triple J. They're going to try and push Jaren Jackson Jr. Trying to get down the middle, all the way to scoop.
Count it. And one.
117 games 2+ years with Memphis. Good little feed by Aldama, and the layup is good by Triple J. Jackson Jr. with 3 fouls. Got to be careful, and he scores. So it was a 9-0 Laker run. Gonna leave it up now for DeAndre Ayton. Boy, he runs into his man.
Lost his balance.
Yeah, and they say play on. Now, JJJ right there. Triple J has the layup. Remember, he has 4 fouls. Taken out by Memphis. Here they come, up ahead of the pack. Jackson got it.
And we are tied at 66.
Yes, we are. And here comes Memphis again, looking for their 16th win of the year and to even their road record at 9-9. And count it, and 1 for Triple J, which includes KCP. 57% from the floor. As a team, they're only shooting 44% and underneath. Grizzlies looking to take the lead again. So they got Jaren Jackson Jr. back in there, and counted and 1. Cross court. Jaren Jackson Jr. Oh, that was all too easy for him.
It's just amazing how easily. I'm open. I'm going to keep shooting this thing until I make it. And he did.
52% from 3 over his last 14. Take it away again. Jackson Hayes was right there. Luka underneath. Great feed to Vando, but he loses it. Now Memphis coming right back. They could have a switch because Vando was right underneath. Oh, and again, just opening the door and and scoring, Jaren Jackson Jr. Offensive glass, been a bit of an issue early for the Lakers. They've allowed 5 from Memphis. Lakers don't have 1. They're shooting better. Howard with control of it. This Memphis bench outscores their opponents by 20 a game. And Jaren Jackson Jr. is underneath to get another one. Now right side, Aldama. Underneath, Jaren Jackson Jr. to good entry passes. Currently, by the way, second in fouls, too. Here's Sandy Aldama. Hangs in the air. There's Jackson Jr. on the outside. He hits the third and rebounds and blocks on the team. Jake LaRavia averaging just over 9 a game. Jaren Jackson Jr. underneath for the lay-in. It's his first miss tonight. Lakers have missed 7 total in their 30 attempts. Landale just gets it past the defense.
Can't wrestle the rebound away from Fournette. Fox attacking, Euro stepping, blocked by Jaren, but Fox recovers. Spurs 3-team fouls, 2.5 remaining first quarter. Jaren Jackson Jr. 3 is through. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s first make of the night. Vince Williams Jr. slams on the brakes. Jaren. Goaltend. Olynyk guards him. Vince sets up Jaren. His 3 is through.
Jackson Jr. against Castle. The floater's good.
Yeah, see, that's why I think he really needs to play more.
They don't want Wemby to guard Jaren. They want him to be the second side help shot blocker.
The roamer.
Yeah.
Harper has it rejected by Jaren. Spencer drives past Champagnie. A 3 by Landale is short. Spencer there for the rebound. Jaren for 3. Bango. Spencer ends up with an offensive rebound. A Jackson 3. Bango. Jaren Jackson Jr. for 3, and the Grizzlies lead at 64-61. Has Cornette on him. Spencer. Jaren, a 3 on the shot clock and a 3 in the bucket. They're 9-2 in those. They're 0-7 when they lose the 4th. Castle. Jaren with a block. Double-digit deficits to take down San Antonio. That guy, Cam Spencer, had the game winner with about 36 seconds remaining. Jaren backing down against Dylan Brooks. Hooks and hits.
Jackson to Jackson Jr. down low. Former teammates back it away. Williams climbs the ladder, but they're going to get him for the goaltend, so give the bucket.
And Williams is late on the contest.
Oh, yes! Oh. Guarding Jaren. single coverage, no help from Gillespie. Late double by Williams. Jaren an offensive rebound, and he puts it back up and in.
You're big if he comes all the way out. The guard has a lot of space to play against. If they don't, you see what Devin Booker is able to do.
Jaren against Booker going glass. Anybody that Jordan Ott has put on Jaren Jackson Jr., it's not worked. Grizzlies 2-2 on the second night of a back-to-back. Over the top, Jaren, yes! A double-figure first quarter for Jaren Jackson Jr. Spencer. Jaren going to work on the baseline, up, under, through a double team, hooks and hits anyway. McCollum and Kispert go to Atlanta. So the Grizzlies, if that trade and that reporting is correct, and Sean is usually right, Grizzlies get to see C.J. McCollum.
Be very cognizant of the entire year. Find Jaren here on the inside, who is going to be taking care of the ball in terms of their turnovers and the rebound.
Wells about to return to the Grizzlies. Jaren, floater for two.
The thing is, the Thunder continue to find nice moves here by Spencer.
Sets up Jaren in the corner. His three is down.
Two. This J-Dub trying to cut through the lane, get to the rim, and couldn't finish.
Thunder leading the NBA in first quarter point differential +5. Well, the Grizzlies are +10 going into the second quarter. Spencer sets up Jaren. His three is through. Jackson, Landale, Coward, Spencer, and Gigi Jackson. Jaren on the back down against Dort. Through a double team, hooks, hits, and draws the foul.
Everybody talks about the three-point shooting, the way that he creates shots, but the assist, nice pass here inside.
And Jaren the finish over Dort.
Nice high low there with Landale finding Jaren inside, but Cam Spencer has shown.
Grizzlies have led it by as many as 20. Jaren from the dotted line, yes.
See the difference in when he catches the ball in the scoring area. It takes one or two dribbles to get where he's going.
Grizzlies have dominated on the glass. Under 2 remaining, first half. Jaren to the cup, banked it in.
Easy money, partner. You just got to do it the right way.
Spencer, another three. Well, Jaren, offensive rebound and the stick back. Jaren screens and now rolls and hits.
They have no answer. They got 7 assists here in the third quarter alone.
Because they're making shots. Jaren spinning, leading and scoring. Vince on the back down. Under 3 remaining in a fast-moving first quarter. KCP for 3. Yes. And the Grizzlies are out shooting a team that relies much more heavily on the 3 than do the Grizzlies.
Great ball by Jaren.
5 turnovers leading to 8 Brooklyn points. The Grizzlies 58 turnovers in their last 3 games, and when you need to stop a run, go to Jaren Jackson Jr.
And again, this is almost like Day'Ron Sharpe is playing the Mitchell Robinson role right now, and not with the block shots, but the rebounding and physical play is Jaren able to get that drive to go down.
12 consecutive games of double-figure scoring off the bench. He's not there yet. Jaren rolling through, gets 2. Spencer and Coward to the scorer's table. Under 4 remaining. Claxton blocked by Jaren. Loose ball ricochets. Wolf calling for it. Drives on Jaren. Jaren got the turnover, got the block, got the steal, whatever you want to score it. Aldama creating space off glass, and he ties the game.
First offensive possession for the Grizzlies. 17 and 22 on the year. Jaren Jackson Jr. kissing it off the window.
And that's a good sign.
Wells off the rejection, can't hit from deep. Offensive rebound to Spencer. Outside look, JJJ with the J from downtown. Back to live action. Jaren Jackson can't hit. Long rebound to Williams. Jackson on a reload from downtown.
And I'm with Jaren.
Of this opening quarter. Grizzlies on a 19-5 run. This is Penda. Down the lane, put it up and off. Rebound, Conchar. Grizzlies running. Here's we start the second.
And they're doing it from beyond the arc, knocking down 9 of 14, but 6 different Memphis players as Jaren hits that little. Orlando doing it early off of stops on the defensive end.
Oh, beautiful move by Jackson. Easy deuce. Jackson. Over to Jaren Jackson Jr. Oh, the seas parted, and he puts it in.
He's able to get past a bigger defender, able to post up a smaller defender. And in this game, he's making the magic pay.
Spencer pushing it. Finds Jackson, in and out dribble. Jackson hanging in the air and scores.
Right there, a flex on Jaren in front of this Berlin crowd.
20 points for Jaren Jackson, looking to add more. Penetrating, goes down, counts, and put him on the line.
Everyone knows when you come back home and play, there are some nerves. Sometimes you have to settle into the game.
He was 0 for 3 before that connection from downtown. Jackson, the answer.
And it's a shootout here at Berlin.
3 minutes gone by here in this fourth quarter. Black, down the lane, can't hit. Offensive rebound. Bain, no. Landale getting up for the board. Here in Berlin, we're tied at 105. Jackson, the floater, silences the crowd.
And again, Jackson.
Morant, back after a 6-game absence, averaging 19 points per game this season, sets up Jackson for 3.
And a perfectly executed U-turn.
From Santi Aldama.
We've seen a couple of those this trip.
Oh, the rejection by Jackson sends it out of bounds, and now he's, looks like he was grabbing at the left knee early on.
And Memphis getting to every 50-50 play.
Oh, how about that catch and finish? And Mosley needs time.
Boy, have we missed Ja Morant being on the floor.
Swatted out of bounds by Jackson. His second rejection on Banchero.
And you get inspired, and I think seeing him pregame, you saw he had a different pep in his step.
Nice feed inside, another assist for Ja Morant, his 9th. Coward over to Aldama. Outside, Jaren Jackson Jr. for 3.
Playing out of the pocket right there.
Jackson and Banchero. Jackson short. 50 seconds to go here in this third quarter. This is Jackson. Will push shot is good. See how far international basketball and competition and fandom has grown. In '92, those opponents say Jackson's going to get an and one opportunity inside.
A lot of those, the reason for those struggles, we talk about those guys as being steal guys, but his team defense has not been there. But the passing of Morant continues to be on point.
Of the many great attributes that Morant has, vision is chief among them. Jaren, it's up, it's in, and a foul. Their issue has been predominantly defensively, particularly in the month of January. Jaren, a turnaround hook is in. Jackson. Caldwell Pope, shot clock, down to 3. Jaren, a Euro step and a finish. Jaren has made a couple of really, really tough shots here in this first quarter. Shot clock is dark. 20 seconds remaining first quarter. Howard, drop off. A Jackson topside 3 is through. Grizzlies a chance to reclaim the lead from 11 down. Jaren works against Okongwu, hooks and hits. Grizzlies have the lead back 72-70. Jackson against Williamson. Turns, hooks, and hits. I like the patience there by the Grizzlies. Turned it over, but no blood drawn. KCP's mid-range, no. Vince punches out the rebound, but is picked up by Poole. Grizzlies trying to get back in transition. Fears with a Euro step, and it's blocked by Jaren. Jaren spinning, flaring it out. Small couldn't get the 3 away, now takes it to the paint. Jaren replaces him in the corner. His 3 is through. For Cam, he's gone double-digit in assists in his last 3 starts. He's halfway there now, getting the starting nod tonight. Jaren, crab dribble, facing up, filling up, and going to the free throw line.
Their dribble. Jalen Wells does a great job of it.
A Jaren 3, bango! Jaren Jackson Jr. Spencer behind a Jackson screen. Jaren working against Herb Jones, backs him down, faces up, hooks and hits. Jaren Jackson Jr. with 22. Jaren against Misi, 7 to shoot. Takes him in the paint, hooks and hits. Tough shot, Jaren Jackson Jr. Peavy thought about the 3. Instead, the drop off. Misi spins, blocked by Jaren. Peavy gets. Jaren with 24 to lead all scorers. Zion blocked at the rim. Loose ball. Oh my! Spencer's pass deflected, and Queen. Oh, go hustle by Jaren with the block.
Queen was nonchalant on the finish. Jaren made him pay.
Now Jaren going downhill. Score it. No call either way.
Flew into town today. They were supposed to come in last night, but couldn't, and came in today. And they just had a game postponed against Denver as Jaren Jackson Jr. scored. Memphis out rebounding the Rockets by 5. They are playing very fast, wasting very little time getting up and down the floors. Triple J forces it up and in over Clint Capella.
Hey, Vince Sullivan knows the code, man. You see him letting guys know he's mic'd up.
Jaren, he's the Jackson.
He's the informant tonight, man. He's got a wire on, dude.
You're not supposed to let people know you're wearing a wire.
I put a lot of research into these keys. You don't just throw out random new keys.
I'm just wondering. I thought maybe you might hit us with a little refresher as Jaren Jackson Jr. scores again.
So now you're pushing the ball down the throats of the Grizzlies rather than them attacking you.
Jaren Jackson Jr. with the left hand right at Finney Smith. Their aggression has turned into more positivity for them than the Rockets as that shot put goes down for Triple J, who's got 13 now. And this fast pace is conducive to his style of play. Back to Triple J, another leading shot put.
Again, it's an awkward shot, and what you have to do.
Very close, and again, a lot of the shooting stats for both teams were pretty much identical in this game. Easton draws a crowd, is in trouble, and then Jaren Jackson Jr., one of the better shot blockers in the league, got a piece of it with Jaygoon.
Last time out, and he told the team, hey, we can't just settle for jump shots here in the second or in the fourth quarter. He said, we got to get back to driving to the basket, get physical. They turned the heat up on us.
Take advantage, ride this wave, but hey, get another stop, now run, and you're doing anything you want.
Jaren Jackson Jr., 17.
Coward driving on Bridges, leans, wild shot off the glass, Landale offensive rebound. Grizzlies recycle, a Jaren 3 is through, off the setup by Cam Spencer.
To see how they go about defending it throughout the game. Everybody but Diabate switch, as Jaren able to just out-physical him.
Caldwell Pope as we approach 3 minutes remaining first quarter. Jaren drives on Kalkbrenner, off the glass and in. Challenging Kalkbrenner, who's averaging a block and a half a game. Those two, Jackson and Kalkbrenner. Cedric Coward back in. Olivier Maxence Prosper into the game for the first time tonight. Jaren hooks and hits. Early offense from Jaren did not allow Charlotte to get set.
And you get held up, then just talk to one another in terms of the switch that is Jaren has it going here offensively early. The Grizzlies needed.
4 gone by second quarter. Jaren against Knipple. 3 to shoot. Jaren, that's a 3. That's through! Jaren 3 for 3 from 3.
The reason why the Hornets able to get back in the game, but here, throwaway.
Jaren down the lane. 5-point game. 6 on the 24. Jaren makes his move against Diabate. Step back 3. Bango! Jaren Jackson Jr. with the shot clock about to expire. And to your point, shot clock down to 6. Jaren on the move against the rookie. Leans and hits. 24.
The wing guys have to be more comfortable throwing the ball into the post to find points.
Shot clock at 5. Jaren against Diabate. Faces up and hits the hook.
Coward playing really well. Headed to the Rising Stars game. Jaren Jackson over. Jackson will pick it up on the push. He can do that. We know that.
And we saw in the game.
Hard off the heel. Eve will give him a second try. Man, they say he was on the ball. Jaren Jackson now on the transition. They let Jaren Jackson go one-on-one. I don't blame Eve, but Jackson got it. He created the space.
And what you see right now is a Memphis Grizzlies team that's playing free. They're playing free.
And moving the basketball. Jaren Jackson, another triple and 9-point game. You got 2 behind the ball. Jeremiah should be able to get there. There was a lot of contact. Jeremiah stays with it. Now, play like it's even. Keep your foot on the pedal at both ends of the floor. Extra pass.
Prosper wants to put that ball on the floor.
Didn't get the roll and the tip. Jaren Jackson Jr. Jaren Jackson thought about the 3.
He doesn't want to shoot that 3 right now, though.
And keeping it alive, though, isn't he? Yep. Derek said he's coming over my back.
There was Clark with the runner against that Memphis zone defense that he misses. Last minute of the first quarter, Vince Williams for 3. Gobert the rebound. Williams got it back.
A 2 for 1.
Wow. Hit by Jackson with 36 seconds left in the first quarter.
He's had mid-range pulls, 3 points, doing it from all 3 levels.
Averages 15 a game. He's got 14 in the first half. And there's Jaren Jackson Jr. inside.
Just the way he plays sound on his feet, 2 feet.
Kind of knows how to score, right?
Knows how to score, crafty. Obviously, Knipple's got a little bit more size just in his legs.
Ty had one there off that kick out.
Now he wraps it around back to Jackson, who launches and hits from deep. Second foul on McDaniels.
Got the space here with Gobert.
Good recovery, though.
Boy, it's right hand, it's left hand. He's got the footwork.
A launch by Landale, way off.
Uh-oh, a little razzle-dazzle here.
Spinorama, Anthony Edwards, defense collapsed.
A lot of contact there. Big fella got a little bit too lost in the help. They already had 2-3 bodies there guarding Julius Randle. You cannot give that much room.
Whoa, wow.
Let me just stop talking. That's what they're doing.
Jerome driving kick. Jaren Jackson into a 20-point game.
Yeah, can't give DiVincenzo too much room. And over here on this side, you hear some of their vets. A guy like Michael Conley saying, let's not let our offense dictate our defense.